Today we are looking at video 3, card 2, and that is the magician. So after stepping into the unknown, the fool meets the magician, and here's the magician. The first guide, who is the real first guide on her path as she goes on this journey. He stands before her with the 4 tools of manifestation. And as you can see in the picture, I hope you can see that you've got wands, you've got swords, you've got cups, and you've got pentacles. So those are the 4 tools of manifestation. So wands is, think about when you're downloading ideas, you get this amazing idea, this burning ambition, this burning desire. That's your fire. You know, that we talk about the fire in the belly, don't we? And inspired action, you're sort of energetically taking action with this idea. You know, it might be about a business, it might be about a new love, it might be about your spiritual journey. You know, anything that really motivates you internally is what wands represents. And some people call it work, because that's where, you know, when you're working, it's not like sort of just working a job. It's about focusing and putting all your effort into something that's really important to you. But it's more an internal, energetic work, inspired work. So then you've got swords, and that's where you're talking about it, you're thinking about it, you're problem solving. It's all about the communication side of things. And when we're looking at, say, your goals, taking action, again, it's inspired action, where you're constantly, it's on your mind, you're talking to everybody, the world and his wife, about this new idea, this new situation, you know, whether it's your brand new relationship or, you know, if you've got a problem and you want to solve that problem. So swords is that the communication side of, you know, of things. And then cups is all about the emotional side. It's all about your feelings pouring. Do you know, it's the emotions is the fuel that drives you. You know how it is. It's like when you're emotional about something, no one can stop you. It's like, okay, yeah, I get it. I know how you feel. So it's that you're now embodying that thing, that idea, that important thing that really matters to you. And then you've got pentacles. So pentacles is the manifestation of all 3. So it's the manifestation of the idea, the communication and problem solving of bringing the idea forward, and then it's the embodiment from cups. And then you get pentacles, which is your outcome. It's the physical form, the physical manifestation. And so pentacles represents all things, and I will go into more detail when I do the minor arcana, which is, you know, really going to make more sense to you with the elements. And these are called the 4 elements. Wands represents fire, swords represents air, and cups represents water. Pentacles is the physical manifestation, and it's usually, as you can see, it's in the form of a coin, because that's how we interact with each other when we're sort of providing service or you know, or some product. We exchange it with, you know, pentacles, but really, we're talking about the physical, what we bring into form. So, or result, you can use the word results or real world. So I hope that all makes sense. So I'm going to go further with this for you. I'm just looking at my notes so that I make sure I get everything in that you need to know. So the magician teaches her, being the fool, who was the first video that we did, which I will share the link under this video so that you can go back to it if you need more information about the fool. So the magician teaches her that this is the formula to manifest the desires of her heart by aligning idea, thought, emotion, action as above, so below. So this the word, I can't remember the word. Have I written? Yeah, I've got it written down somewhere. Yeah, the lemniscate. This little sort of figure 8 on the side, on its side, is called the lemniscate, and it means as above, so below. It means it's that infinity. So what that is really saying to you is you can create your own little world, and that's what the magician teaches. The magician teaches you that you have the power to create your own little heaven, your own whatever you want to manifest in this life. And it's the symbol of infinity and balance, and that's what it's teaching you. It's teaching you that you're not just this human, you are a spiritual being having a human experience, and the way to live your life, the best way to live your life, is to have balance and harmony. So do things that doesn't swing you one way. So you're not overly just getting all these ideas and doing nothing with them. You're not sort of constantly problem solving but never really achieving results. You're not running around emotional and with no substance. And you're not just taking action, because that's the thing as well. Pentacles can represent the physical manifestation, or you could call it, the action of bringing something into form. So the balance is very important, and to understand that you are not you're not this person. You are spirit. You are the spirit having a human experience in this body-mind vehicle. So I've kind of gone on a little bit. I hope I haven't lost you along the way, but let's carry on and see what's going on with the magician there. So the magician reminds her, being the fool, that she is both limitless and responsible for how she channels this power. The fool leaves feeling self-aware and confident, ready to explore who she truly is and what she can create. So the fool on her journey, after being coached by the magician, feels ready to go forward to the next step. But before she steps away, the magician offers a final truth. And that final truth is, now that you know how to use your power, do your inner work daily. So in order to have that mind that is able to attract the great ideas and to be able to problem solve and to be able to have that ability to embody and feel your goal or whatever it is you want into manifestation, it's important to do the inner work. So think about your inner work, and I always say it's the mental and the emotional where we need to work the most, because that's like our inner, that's where we collect. You've got the limiting beliefs in terms of how we might think, or negative thoughts, and then you've got the negative emotions that sort of hold you back, where you might be feeling angry, you might be feeling hurt, you might have all these emotions that you've collected from the past that is still creating your reality. And by clearing every day, it's like clearing the dustbin in your house. You don't allow it to collect for weeks and weeks and years. You haven't got 20 years worth of rubbish from the past in your kitchen bin. No, you empty your bin on a regular basis, every day, every 2 days, or whatever. So that's what you've got to do. You've got to do the inner work, and the inner work is your meditation. Your inner work is your journaling. Your inner work could be your walk in nature. Your inner work could be you just having a conversation with somebody who's going to listen to you and help you to, navigate. Because sometimes we got these things in our mind, and when we share it with somebody else, we get a better perspective. We get a new perspective by having this other person as a sounding board. So, so now that you know how to use your power, do your inner work daily, because even light casts a shadow. So what we're looking at here, while we've got this card, you might be wondering, why she got this upside down? And that the Magician upside down is the shadow. So in the cards, you've got sometimes the shadow is the card the right way up, and sometimes the shadow is the card upside down. So it just means the opposite, the other side of things. And the shadow is not something you should be scared of. And we in tarot we call it the reversal position. So the Magician becomes the trickster here. So when you shuffle your cards, and if the card comes up side down, it can be about manipulation. So manipulating instead of creating. So this is where people, instead of going through the 4 elements, the flow, the formula that I just spoke about, they will try to manipulate people. They'll try to do things out of flow, going upstream, which always has negative connotations to it. So manipulating instead of creating, using power for ego instead of purpose. So that's one of the things when you are trying to manifest, or when you're trying to do something, bring something into being, something that's come from you, and you want to be able to put it out there and share it with others. It's really important that you are going from purpose and it's not about your ego, because otherwise, at the end, there will be a price to pay. So that the Fool must now choose whether to use her powers for alignment or to fall into illusion. So that's what it means when you see the card. When the card is upright, it is about using the power for alignment. When it is reversed, it is about using that, it's illusion. It's not real. It's not coming. It's not got spirit in it. And when you do things without spirit, and you're doing things from ego, and not that sort of pure spirit that creates the universe and all of us, then you're going to have limited results that you may not like. So I hope that's cleared that up. So that's the Fool's journey, and her meeting, her, it doesn't have to be her or him meeting the Magician and gaining that insight there. So this, I would say the Magician is letting you know, I can create my world. I create my own world, and I decide whether I enjoy this world or I don't. If I don't enjoy the world that I've created for myself, or if I don't enjoy this thing that I've just manifested, I can go back to the drawing board and see where I might have messed up, where I need to look at things again and make some changes. So you're always in control, beautiful souls. You always have the power, and you never have to feel like a victim, because you can always go back to the drawing board and use the formula, and check in to see whether you were using the 4 elements here, which is Wands, Swords, Cups, and Pentacles. And remembering that you are infinite being, having a human experience. So you have the power to create in your human form a small world for yourself. And you decide if you like it or not. You decide if you want to change it or not. So I hope that's helped you. I've kind of gone on and waffled on a little bit. I'll try to make the future cards a little bit shorter than this, but I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you learn from it. And please leave a comment and share your thoughts, whether you agree or disagree with what I've said, or whether it's helping you in some way. And please like the video. It will really help the algorithm to put my videos out and to be able to do more videos for you. And share if you feel this is useful to anybody that you know. But thank you for watching and have a great day, beautiful soul.